How's everybody doing? Smoking Cigars with Howlinblind, Howlinblind Muddy Slim. That's me, your 60-minute Jelly Belly Toe Jam man, here to learn y'all some blues. Today is Sunday, June the 6th, or 7th. You know, this is terrible. I can't, I think it's that 7. Tuesday was the 1st. So you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be the 6th. If I look like I've been up all night playing music, well, I have. Jim Porter's band, Blues Town, was playing there this weekend. Had a great time, as always. The cigar I'm smoking today is a Partagas Black Gigante. The band came off as I was taking it out of the cellophane. But anyway, glad you guys are out there. I want to say a quick thanks real quick. I got a personal message here. I want to bring it up. Hang on here. A couple personal messages recently from someone named War Waters. It's W-O-R Waters. And basically, he was saying that, he's, I think he's 32 years old, enjoys my videos, doesn't smoke cigars, but is thinking about taking up cigars. My advice to you would be, start with something mild, Macanudo. I'm going to give you a couple brands to start off with that are mild but really, really good tasting. La Cabriles is a really nice cigar. It's a mild cigar, but it still has a great flavor. It's one of the first ones I started off with. Macanudos you can't really taste. Another one would be Gispert. Gispert is another good one. And Romeo and Juliet's are really good as far as mild cigar, but still with a lot of flavor. H. Upmann Vintage Cameroons. You're going to start getting a little bit heavier there. Arturo Fuentes. Excellent mild cigars, mild to medium. But with a lot of extra flavor. And there's nothing wrong with if you discovered that you like the milds and that's all you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Me, I prefer a heavier cigar. When I say heavy, it doesn't mean the weight, even though that is a pretty heavy cigar. But I'm talking about a cigar that produces a lot of smoke, because that's where you get your flavor, and some really, really strong tobaccos like the La Flor Dominicana DL 700 Maduros, and DL stands for Double Ajero. But anyway, enough of that. Thank you again. And unlike, and I don't mind the personal messages. I love them, especially the ones that say thank you, you're doing a great job. And I even don't really mind the other ones. The one I got from some guy named G. Greenspan, who tells me, Howlinblind, you need to stay off the Federal Reserve. They're like God, and they're the best bunch of people in the whole wide world. Well, G. Greenspan, you're wrong. Wait a minute, I just caught. Oh. Howling Greenspan tried to tell me. Anyway, I have been looking so forward, and this is going to be a long video. I know it is. Is probably at least 3, maybe 4 parts. I have been looking so forward to making this today's YouTube video for the following reasons. Hey, I'm a big enemy of the Federal Reserve Bank, and I've been trying my best to get the word out to as many people as possible how evil the Federal Federal Reserve Bank is and how it's not a government agency. Everybody thinks it is. The Federal Reserve Bank is not a government agency. It's a money factory. And I've got a few people on my side. I've got Ron Paul on my side. I've got Rand Paul on my side. Laura on their side, whatever. But it's when you finally find a president, someone who people look up to. You know, a lot of people, they say, well, Ron Paul's a nut. Well, Ron Paul's not a nut. You know, he's not a nut. A nut is a person who wants to keep the Federal Reserve intact. And they don't know. And all I'm trying to do, folks, is just open your mind, let you know what the situation is, and you decide, do I want to stay in debt or do I want to prosper? It's a good point. This could even be one of those money-making videos. How do you make money? Get rid of the Federal Reserve. Well, I finally found someone on my side, someone of weight, as Al Pacino would say in the movie Sea of Love, someone of weight. I found a fella whom, when I name him, you're going to, yeah, I know who that is. And you probably already know because if you saw the title of these videos, what this is about. And it was, quite funnily enough, happened on June the 4th of 1963 when this man took a stand against the Federal Reserve Bank. And we all know what happened just a few months later. I'm going to get a little more in-depth with this, folks. John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy. Yes, he was a president. He was probably the last real president of the United States. And I could explain that if you'd like. When I say that. But he was probably the last president chosen by the American people. And yeah, you can say anything you want. John F. Kennedy, maybe he was a womanizer, ran around, slept around, and that's not a good thing. It's not a good quality in a man. But as long as, you got a guy building your car. Let's say you got a Ford. Let's say that guy's building your car. He's married, but he's slipping around, messing around on you. He's screwing around with his, on his wife. He's not doing a good thing. But as long as he, on his job, is doing a great job, doing it right, it's not my business what he does in his personal spare time. That's between him and his wife. Same with the president. I was that way, even with Bill Clinton. I dislike Bill Clinton, But you can go back, talk to people who talked to me, and they knew I didn't like Bill Clinton, but never once did I rag on Bill Clinton for fooling around on Hillary. That's between them. As long as he's doing the job right that he was hired to do by the American people, that's all I care about. John F. Kennedy really, really cared about the American people. And like I say, and I knew a little bit about this, but I really started doing some research just here in the last few days. And funnily enough, on June 4th, I discovered this, and I thought, wait a minute. Does the website change because the day I did this? Let's see where I am on time. I'm at 9:40, so I'm going to really get into it heavy in the second video. So hang out with us. Smoking Cigars with Howlinblind, John F. Kennedy versus the Federal Reserve. Part 2 is coming up right after this quick message from Nestle's Quick.